break. So working out and we hugged. And that was awful stuff. Yeah, but I do remember the hug. I do. He gave wonderful hugs.
Head. Turbulence.
40 years ago, he wasn't looking for financial advice. Back then, he had something more important to do. He wasn't focused on his future, but fortunately, somebody else was. At USAA, we provide retirement planning for our military, veterans, and their families. Now more than ever, it's important to get financial advice from people who share your military values. For our free USAA retirement guide, call 877-242-USAA.
My Bliss? Lips that feel good, even when I don't. My Blistex, new cold and allergy lip soother. With honey, green tea, and vitamin C, it won't stop sniffles, but it really comforts lips. Discover bliss. Discover Blistex.
Sometimes life can be a little uncomfortable. But when it's hard or hurts to go to the bathroom, there's Dulcolac Stool Softener. Dulcolac Stool Softener doesn't make you go, it just makes it easier to go. Dulcolac Stool Softener. Make yourself comfortable.
Wherever you find people who want produce delivered fresh and materials on time. Wherever you find people who want inventory shipped door to door and arriving as promised. Wherever you find business, you'll find us.
Question: how can we grow our economy, increase energy security, and create 1 million new American jobs? Answer: safe and develop oil and natural gas right here by expanding access onshore and off, tapping more than a century's worth of domestic natural gas, and developing Canadian oil sands for U.S. consumers. All that could put 1 million more Americans to work. Good news? Without question. Log on to learn more.
News takes on deeper meaning when you put a human face on these statistics. Here's Ben Stein.
A few days ago, when I opened the newspaper, the news was so strange that it made my head spin. There was so much spectacular, randomly acquired wealth, and so much misery right next to each other that I couldn't fit it all into my brain. First, there are the stories about how much money will be made by people with even the slightest connection with Facebook when it goes public soon. A man who painted murals on the walls of its headquarters will make hundreds of millions. Clerks and programmers will make tens of millions. Early and small investors will make millions and millions. Wealth beyond imagining. Then comes the punch to the gut. The layoffs and pension cuts and health benefit chops at American Airlines. Just for me, I live on airlines. I see how hard the flight attendants and ticket clerks and pilots and everyone else work. They travel, get their internal clocks thrown off, work when they're exhausted, sleep in strange hotels. You'd have to appear bright and cheery for us cranky passengers. The way I see it, they're not paid a lot for this. Now, because of the effects of deregulation, high fuel costs, and relatively high labor costs, America is in bankruptcy, and roughly 13,000 of the employees are going to be laid off permanently. Many will probably be older flight attendants and clerks with poor job prospects. Their pensions will be cut off. Their health benefits will be slashed. They will really suffer. I live in the air, as I said, and these people are my family. It's just plain heartbreaking what their future is. When I read about it right next to the stories about the instant, sometimes effortless billionaires at Facebook, I want to lose my mind. Maybe this is a story about how, as John F. Kennedy said, life is unfair. Maybe it's a story of the virtue of having your own savings. Maybe it's just a very sad